Good morning. I have 0 people. All right. Should have done that. Still no people sign in. Michelle Taylor at all. Good morning, Miss Kathy, and good morning, Miss Carol, my friend. I just tried to call you. I'm a little concerned about Two Finger. Um, I called him this morning, and he is not accepting any calls. Good morning, Sino. Uh, so has anyone heard anything by any chance? Now, I did mention, or someone mentioned, it might have been him in chat, that there was a family emergency of some sort, and but I have never called him and gotten his phone is not accepting calls. Now, that's cool. You got to take care of business. I get it. Oh, and it's been a minute since you've been in here. So I want to update you on a change we made with the group because the other day, I want to say it was Italian Princess and Aruba Dive Girl were in here, and both of them wanted to share their link, but because of the setup I had, I could not go in there and like copy and paste it because I had the chat pulled up on the screen on the computer and I had the phone itself going live. So everything I had was occupied and I couldn't actually copy and paste it. So I just threw Aruba Dive Girl and Italian Princess a wrench so that they can share their links. So if you're a channel owner, now you're going to have a wrench. That way you can kind of, in case you're not in here, they can kind of put the links and stuff in there because I just can't do it while I'm live. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? So you'll see a few more wrenches if they pop in this morning. I just wanted to prepare you and let you know because I hadn't had a chance to tell you. It is a good idea, and not only that too, but I keep forgetting it, and I can't believe it that I keep forgetting it. But because of the StreamYard, I can put a link up where people can come and chat, and I keep forgetting to do it. And if you or Third's not in here, me and Deuce, we can't do it either because we're manning the chat. So it's crazy. How you doing this morning, Gloria? So if anybody were to see Two Finger Typer in chat anywhere or anything, or they hear anything, let me know because it's a bit unusual that he's not accepting calls and da da da. Because I just wanted to call and check on him and see how he was doing and how everything was going. And it went. I got an automated system that said that he's just not accepting calls, which that's different than your caller that you're trying to reach cannot be reached at this time. That means their phone's off. But I hadn't heard this one. So, and then we have Silly this morning, who I believe, good morning, Italian. I believe it's Silly that's having surgery this morning. Is that correct? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows. He just and I've got his number, so I tried to call him, and like I said, got the whole well, he's not accepting calls at this time. A heart catheterization. Um, Good morning, Red Cactus. I'm very sad of that, but uh, I'm going to be praying for her, be thinking about her too this morning. So we got all the big names in here this morning. Although my computer says there's only 3 of us. Hold on. Something ain't right there. Now there's 8. Okay. So if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for me so we can get yeah, my screen is like, it doesn't update itself. I have to refresh it. It's crazy. And then the there's a lag on the computer as opposed to the phone, but the chat's quicker on the computer than it is the phone. I think Red Cactus is the funniest name. I know, and it's because my phone's damaged, you guys. My phone's damaged, and there's no fixing it. I don't have headphones, so I'm sorry that it's, but I'm fixing to have to get a new phone. I'm just gonna have to break down and replace it. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Don't look at it as complaining, because let me tell you what happened to this phone. I was in the kitchen making a cake for a friend, and I had her on a live feed so she could see me making it. And she made this really awful joke. She says, "What's going to wind up happening is your phone's going to land in the cake batter." And then 5 seconds later, bloop, there it went right in the cake batter. So Carol, you always complain. No, I'm just joking. Every like port or hole in this phone got clogged with cake batter, and I don't know if it'll ever work right. So, but you know, see the way it goes. Okay, so you got a cell phone, something happens and you don't like the phone anymore, or it gets damaged or whatever, and you want a new one, and you drop it 500 times, even though you have an OtterBox on the phone to protect the phone, you still drop it, and you just keep waiting on the screen to shatter so you'll have an excuse to buy a new one. I do love you, Carol. Well, let's put it this way. I looked on the internet last night, guys, for a Stylo 6, which is what I want. And I know they don't make them anymore, but they've got people that's got them and they're in good shape. And there's a gentleman that's got one on Marketplace at a very decent price. And I think it'll be cheaper than I can do an upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and buy what I want because camera is an important issue with me. So the Stylo series, I trust them because I've used them. And I was ironically surprised that my son liked them as well. So that was kind of a bonus. So I take it I'm the only person that has Two Fingers' phone number, and I have his email too. But I'll keep trying to reach out to him. And as soon as we hear something regarding Silly this morning, if anybody's got like a line into her uh, directly, other than me, um, let me know if you guys hear anything about her getting through the surgery, because uh, I'm not going to say it's got my heart heavy, but I'm just, just thinking of her, and uh, she's one of our people. She's one of the, she's our people. So we should be worried. Yep, red cactus, it fell. I have her phone number, but since she's undergoing the surgery, uh, she's not going to be able to talk to nobody. So we may not know until she pops back in. So And of course, a heart catheterization ain't no little thing. Um, it's really not. So anytime you're going in there and dealing with the heart, that's delicate stuff. So, and that was what my stepmom had to keep going through. I mean, they had to go in there and clean clean out arteries and put stents in, and then turn around not 2 3 months later have to put another stent in that was ridiculously stupid. So obviously it wasn't working right. Not only that, she's been on blood pressure medication for God knows how long. And if the medication worked, she wouldn't have had to have none of that crap done. So it was just really, that's really her situation is what opened my eyes so much to Big Pharma and what they were up to. Because I had heard the stories back in 1960 when a gentleman discovered a cure for cancer and tried to bring it out to the public, and literally they blacklisted him and they took him and they locked him up somewhere or killed him one and took his crap, and nobody ever heard nothing about the cure. It got silenced because, hey, Big Pharma makes entirely too much money off of chemotherapy, drugs, medicine, hospital visits, you name it. My daughter went through that over 2 weeks ago. So to me it's ridiculous. You know, my question is, and I think everybody has asked the same question, is at what point do you have to what's it going to take for you to understand that Big Pharma is making us sick? They're making sure that we stay sick because they stay loaded, and the vaccine is no exception. That would be like a complete medical system takeover of the American people and the world. Them to stand up in your face and say, you will get this or you will die, or we will exile you out and you won't eat, your kids won't eat. Like Ruffle Coffee. I'm going to have to get you to send me some of that. Good morning, Third. How are you? Um, I believe this will be the first time you've been in here since we had our incident with Aruba and Italian. They were in here and I was live, and they wanted to throw their links, but they didn't have a wrench. You guys were busy that day, rightly so. You have lives outside of the lives. So I threw them a wrench so they could share their own because it would have messed up my screen and everything. Uh, what are you and Freedom Jeffrey up to? I saw Freedom Jeffrey was covering Donald Trump's visit yesterday. That was so neat. Well, I came in here this morning. Red Cactus, do you need well, I guess you do go live, don't you? Third, oh, Freedom Jeffrey. Um Hold on, Red Cactus. I'm gonna check you out. Okay, just confirm to me. I know I've seen you live, right? I've seen you live, Red Cactus, right? Or am I just delusional? Maybe I've just seen you too much in chat every morning. Every morning. What time do you go live? Because I see Aruba. Oh, the sunrise. Okay, let me go ahead and take care of that then. All right. I'm so sorry I had neglected you. That's terrible. Because if I done it for one, I'm gonna have to do it for all of y'all. I want you guys to be able to throw your links in here because I can't do it. Like this morning, I don't know if he's actually resting, but he's back there. I think he was awake the last time I went through there, Uncle Deuce. And he be asleep most of this live stream. So I don't. My memory is gonna. It's gonna take because I'm gonna tell you something. There's people in here that Deuce has ties with that he's close to, extremely, extremely close to. And then there's people in here that are my people directly from our chats and stuff like that. And now that they're like coming together and they're merging, I'm having to learn more about people that mainly came in the beginning to support Deuce. Um, and then I got people like Red Cactus and others that I ran into because of Aruba Dive Girls chat and Tommy Temper and many others. So, um, remembering where everybody is and from and stuff is not my strong suit, y'all. I smoke way too much for that. So, and I'm sure somebody would say something about all the wrenches, but I don't care. We're gonna all have to work together. I trust each and every one of you. I've seen you entirely too much in other chats. Some of you I deal with on a one-on-one basis, and I mean, it just, yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. And that's like, there's no time to me. There's no time for hate or separation or differences because when it all comes down to it, we are one humanity, and that's what people keep forgetting. Exactly, that's true. And sometimes you can't connect the dots always. I've learned more. Like perfect example. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. Y'all probably did the other day, but I was in chat with Stormtrooper the other night, and there was a bunch of nuts laying around with mod wrenches, and I was totally confused. And I thought I had walked into a daggum Twilight Zone. I didn't say anything. I just rolled with the punches and did my thing. And because anytime you go into his room, there's a change of some sort, which he has the right to do. But just anticipate not knowing what's going to happen next. That's right. That's right, Italian. And the cool thing is he says the same thing about you. But I had Carol in there for I know an hour until she finally told me who she was. And then I was like, all of you guys are just like, I had no clue who was who. It was crazy. They all changed their names for the fun of it, and they all included nuts in it as well. I missed the whole thing. I didn't know it was happening, so I was in there under Miss Deuce, of course, and didn't care. I have to be if I'm modding. I have to be under Miss Deuce because double deuces, I lose my ranch, which sometimes I like that too. Sometimes I just want to be in chat and be a chatter, and I don't want to have a ranch because when it gets crazy, Carol and Jay Jones and some more Uncle Deuce, some more seasoned mods, they do a better job. I'll be done hid somebody that wasn't supposed to be hid because the daggum chat flips on me, and instead of hiding the person I was trying to hide, the chat's done moved up and I'm trying to delete somebody now that has nothing to do with what's going on. So, because I can tell right now on this phone from going live that this phone lags. There is, it's ridiculous how bad it is. I didn't spend a lot of time in Santa during TBC, so I didn't talk to you much, but saw you. That well, yeah. And then I had a different name, so that was before I changed over to Mrs. Deuce. And then after Deuce and I marry, I will use Miss Deucic. That will be my new handle. I'll add the K. I'll take the Deuce part out and add a K to it because that's going to be the last name anyway. I know who you are. Right, right. It does. And hey, and I'll be honest with you, Carol, my eyes just aren't good anymore, and I can't keep up with the chat when it's like that. And rather than make a mistake, good morning, Miss Charlene. You give Mr. Slim loves for me this morning. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting on hospice? All right, let me refresh because let me see who all's in here. 11. This thing is so slow. All right. Frosty Broccoli, good morning. Some people are naturally better at modding. Not a big deal. Better than letting it get to you. It don't. It don't bother me a bit. Now it used to, but that's when I was working with likes of Lady Buckeye and Carol and Uncle Deuce when we were doing this every single day before me and Deuce got together, the whole 9 yards. Oh yeah, when we were just friends and chat at that point. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my God, that did not do well. Oh my God, it was horrible. That was horrible. Whew. I apologize to you guys. I am so sorry, but that was terribly bad. Somehow or another, I inhaled coffee into my nose and out my nose. Coffee is not supposed to be snorted, the last I checked. Exactly. And, and not only that, Carol, but one of the things that I also realized, and it took me a while to understand what I was looking at. But, when I tell you that you taught me a lot, I learned to watch the feeds and not only watch the feeds, but watch how, like, let's say that 15 people at one time decided they wanted to block one person that made an ugly comment. So yeah, it's not cool because I can still feel it up there. It's just really irritating. Um, and then what all we wind up doing is like Carol will hide them, and then I'll hide them, but it'll actually unhide them. And then the next person comes in to do something, and they end up hiding them again, and it's like a vicious circle. I mean, yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, and just watching Carol's feed when I was an early mod, just watching her feed, and then Santa was blowing up when he was with TPC, so there were so many people in there, and watching his chat and then watching her work specifically taught me pretty much the in and outs of modding, and then she then something happened and I got to where I couldn't see her anymore in chat. And when I couldn't see her, I knew something was wrong, but I checked my stuff and she wasn't blocked on my end. It was crazy. Red Cactus, no, don't snort coffee. I did. I did. Charlene Hugs, that's a tough job. I went through it 2 years ago. And you and Princess met because of you hiding in a channel or her hiding you. Glorious Stump. Hardest decision ever made. Can't just hide someone for their opinion. They're ugly. I would time them out 3 times. After that, they're done. Uh, Lady Buckeye was a phenomenal mod because I never knew how in the hell she could be running 8 chats at one time and still do her job in all of them. Because Lady Buckeye held nothing back. She would zap you in a New York minute. Frosty Broccoli. I've been doing demonstrations for modding and how to do it from phone fairly easily. Hmm. Deuce comes in and grabs a trash bag. That means he's fixed to fill it up with something. So, yeah. So nobody's heard anything on 2Fingertyperb. I need to know what's going on just because I care about him immensely. We have gotten really, really close. Two Finger and I have because we think a lot alike. And I don't know. Not every day a man dedicates a live to you. So there you go. And not it's just an uncomfortable place to be because I don't have an update. Nobody knows anything. That's what's concerning me. Nobody knows anything. Hmm. Mod and StreamYard tutorials. Ah, look at there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I tried to call you this morning and your phone was like doing crazy crap. And that concerned me more than anything because you dipped out of chat and or said, I'm sorry, but I've had a family emergency. But of course it's not your job to specify with us why and what that is. But if it had been you, we'd have wanted to know. So there you go. A lot of people, after my mom passing away and she was 70, there sure is a lot of people passing out, dying. Awesome Princess thinks. I try to keep them not too long so that people will feel more inclined to watch, not something 3 hours or whatever. I know, right? I told you, yes, I was worried. I was worried. I was worried. It's okay. We're a family. We're supposed to worry um, about each other. Yes. So there you go. He's here in chat, so I'm happy now. But everybody do remember Silly for him today. She is having a heart cath done, and we all need her to have a speedy recovery because she has a retreat in 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, and we do not want her not to be able to attend. That would be tragic. Tragic, tragic. So, good morning, Glory B. How are you? So I heard you through the grapevine that you really liked your video that I posted on. That was so funny. I had to go in there and clip it. I have no idea what he's doing. He's outside. I don't know what he's doing. Don't know. The chat wants to know what you're doing with the trash bag. The chat wants to know what you're doing with the garbage bag outside.
I was trying to cover the grill before it rained.
Oh, grill cover, y'all.
It didn't work.
It didn't?
No, but it did something, so
okay.
We'll leave it for now.
Is it raining again?
Well, it's rained. It sprinkled a little bit since I was left out there.
You know, I looked on the weather thing this morning. They said that it's like 42 here, but it feels like 37. I believe that.
Yeah.
It's pretty nippy.
It's chilly for sure.
Yep. So, covering up the grill that he received for birthday / Christmas. And bad thing is he's used to like a double-sided smoker where you can smoke and charcoal grill at the same time, and or whatever he does on that thing, and then his is like totally falling apart. And I told Dad, I was like, I got to get him a grill, but we don't have a lot of room out that door to like get no big spread because we only have so much room. And so I ended up getting a kettle grill from Weber. uh, Trash bag and duct tape will fix anything, for sure. If it'll get pretty again, we're going to get out there and finish cleaning out that backyard because Deuce wants to get some chickens. And I'm all for that because eggs is ridiculously high right now. I can have fresh ones and make good desserts and stuff because of fresh eggs. And there was a day when I was known for my sweets and my baking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Italian princess, I swear. I swear. I can't. Someday we have to meet. Anybody that could make me laugh because of Deuce like that. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I know, right? I know, but and I got mad at him because he showed y'all his bag of crickets, man. It pissed me off. I was like, you were supposed to wait till the retreat for that because we were going to bring them out and we were going to make a small little salad and actually stick them in the salad and just set them in the center of the table and let one of the lives catch it. But it was so funny. But we do have a bag of roasted crickets, y'all. That's not a joke. They're real crickets. Sorry for your loss, Two Fingers. Seems a lot of us are dealing with some difficult times right now and feel much love. Have to step out and run errands a bit, but you all have amazing days. Yeah. We need to get some ribbons for our retreat. It's yellow and what? Yellow and orange is what they said. The two colors of the ribbons at the J6 Vigil. Can anybody in here make ribbons? Or big old bows that we can tie around stuff? Deborah says, yup. Yup to what? Yellow and orange. Okay. So who's good at making bows? It would be cool to get and find some. And as a matter of fact, I'll look. Okay, so Walmart has. I can't do bows though. I don't have a problem buying the materials or sending somebody a cash app for some of the material, but also too Italian. What would be cool? They have American flag themed ribbon as well, and having some bows with the flag and other things on it would be pretty cool too. Carol says I can buy ribbons, but are you going to come? Have you made up your mind what you're going to do? Um, we still have that. We've had that one hole for like forever. Oh, you do? Okay, so again, but you're not going to be there. That sucks. So, yeah, we want to do, I'd like to do, I want to have as much patriotic stuff as we possibly can get away with having around us when we're live, when we're, because I still am really thinking about getting the DJ. We have a friend of ours. His name is DJ Loud as Fuck. That's his name. Ah ha ha ha. Yes, you do have my address. And whatever you want to do, I need. All right, what are you talking about? Two finger. I mean, two finger. Uh, so we need. I definitely want to sing the national anthem with the J6ers, and I want to have Stormtrooper and Glory B pulled up on the. Uh, we're going to have to use laptops because I want them to be able to be seen. But we're going to have Glory B on one screen, and we're going to have Stormtrooper on the other. One of them is going to have to be muted, um, and let the other one carry the sound so that we can sing in unison with them. And then we'll also be live. So, and people can't stop chatting and running the mouth. So somebody's going to jump into Glory Beast chat and be like, "Hey, the Deuces and a bunch of other people are all singing the national anthem live with Glory B." News is going to spread. So we'll see. Anything you got? Anything you got? I'd appreciate it. Um, Lost my train of thought. So I just want to make sure that when we're there, that the people we care about, and like Glory B, of course, would be like this is main mod position. He loves her like a sister. So my thing is, yeah, that's what I want to do. Um, it said that the person I was trying to reach could not accept calls at this time. Good morning, Yvette. How are you this morning? That's what it said. Not like the automated message you get when your phone happens to be off and you need to pay your bill. It didn't sound like that. It was you were not accepting calls, almost as if you had do not disturb or something on. Yeah. And I still like the idea of a flag wave, but hadn't seen Jay much the last couple of times we were live. So I hadn't been able to touch base with him on it. I could call him, but just been a lot going on with my mom passing away and stuff, and the trip to Georgia, and just crazy, and then getting missing my damn plane. Charlene, you have to go. So, yep, I most definitely, Patriots have. I mentioned this last night. Some of you may have heard it, some of you may have not. I'm messing with the idea of doing one of two things. I either want to start a merch page, and we are wanting to do a little thing with in accordance with Glory Be, because I'm collecting stuff as we speak, and I've got a lot of bumblebees in my new collection. So um, I want to make some things with them, and I'm going to fix up some things with them, and we're going to either put them on the merch page, or we're going to have raffles with them or something like that, where you can win it, and it'll help support the channel until we can get monetized too. So when we get a little bit bigger, so I'm collecting stuff together right now. I'm putting stuff together, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. But so yeah, I'm showing 11 now. Everybody's gotten quiet though. Um, does anybody have anything that they want to ask about the retreats? And some of you are in here. Um, is there any questions that we need to go live, and we're going to have to in a couple of weeks, at least 2 weeks from now, so we can cover the final. Good morning, Yvette. So we can go over the final plans of as far as food and stuff like that. So, and who's bringing what, and hopefully when it's all said and done, we'll have more food than we've got days, and we won't have to really worry about going to get nothing. Fry TV, good morning. Good morning. How are you? I still say, if nothing else, you should drive up for the day and spend the day with us and then go back. You live close enough that you could do that. You got me, you, and Deuce, I know. So that's three. Mm, I don't know about everybody else. Um, but we have three at least. Wow, what's up? Red Cactus come out of the woodwork. I have a very expensive cigarette rolling machine in my house. It's actually electric. You plug it in and it makes it. It makes them. So Fry TV now. So how are we gonna have to twist your arm, Fry, to get you to come and spend the day with us? That's Saturday, because we're actually throwing food on the grill and everything. It's going to be a blast. I'm trying real hard to get that last position plugged with somebody that is really like close to the group, because we've all been wanting to meet for so long. I asked Glory B about coming, and she said that I think she said that she would drive if she came up here, but now she's got a new Bumblebee. So, oh, okay, man. Remember something, Fry. You work your entire life to have more, but then you're at the end of your life and you got all that, but you don't have nothing else. Yep, we have one. And see, here's the thing that makes this interesting. because of the price that Silly and Rita were able to come up with on the Airbnb, it is unbelievably cheap. And we're not talking about $49 per night. We're talking about $49 for both nights. And then all you have to worry about is travel expenses, whether you fly or drive, and food. Good morning, Nina. All right, Nina writes, haven't had a cigarette since January the 25th. It's hard as hell. I want one so bad, but I'm not going to start again. Cry TV, I am a one house income now at Double Deuces, as we are. And Deuce, unlike, not unlike some of you are feeling, we're all feeling the strain too. Deuce, Deuce worries far too much about it, finances, but in his situation, he has to. I would have to rent a truck to take a road trip or buddy up with somebody or buddy up with somebody because and I've done that. Deuce's son has no interest in spending the weekend up there, but I'm gonna make sure he's got gas and he's gonna take us and drop us off because once we get there, I mean, there's gonna be people there that's got their vehicles. If we need to go to town, somebody will run us up there. I know, Carol, I really want to go. My family will be leaving that day, so I am free after all. Let me see if I can get some funds together. Uh, Arizona to Dallas Fort Worth. Are you wanting to drive or would you like to fly? All right, hold on just a second. You would be, what airport will you fly out of? Uh, Phoenix or Tucson? Phoenix or Tucson or Flagstaff? What airport? I'm just getting a general idea of how much your flight would be. And I'm very good at this crap, so I'm fixing to look it up real quick. I just need to know what airport you would leave from. There's four. You got Phoenix, Tucson, and then Phoenix again, but it's a different airport for some reason, and then Flagstaff. Let me see if you've chatted on this one quicker. Tucson International. Okay. See, my phone lags so bad. Hold on, let me check it out. Wait a minute. Tucson. Okay. Let's go from Tucson to DFW. Uh, 331 to April 2nd. Hold on just a second. Let's see what we can figure out. All right. So let's see. Uh, Let me check Priceline real quick. Grandmama was slow, but she is old. I'm checking one other thing. I'm checking to see which one's cheaper now. Tucson to DFW is running about $400 a flight, but that's round trip. Let me see what changing it to. Oh yeah, it's way cheaper if you leave from Phoenix. Round trip, $192. That's an early bird flight. You leave Phoenix at 6 a.m. and be in Dallas Fort Worth at 10:25, which that's kind of early because we can't check in at the Airbnb until I think it's 3. So me or J1 could snag you until then. But you're looking at about $200. If you booked it if you booked it today, it would be 192 round trip. That's a Frontier flight. I fly them all the time. Very good plane. I like them a lot better than I do Spirit. So you guys tell me. All you have to do is give me the word. So it would be about 250 bucks for you to spend the weekend up there with us all, if you so choose. And then when you're ready to book your flight, I can work with you directly if you want me to, because I can usually find pretty good rates. So I did it. We found Aruba's flight, and it was real decent. Why is my chat gone? There we go. Exactly. And see, you never know. We might could all kind of get together and um, see what we can do to help out too, if you want to go. That's what family's for. That's what family's for. So um, you get your stuff together. Tell us. Let us know. All right. Hold on just a second, Carol. Um, all right. Let me get that again. Akron, Canton, or Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Everything's the same except the airport. Cleveland, Dallas, Fort Worth. Everything else is the same. I'm waiting on that slow butt to tell me something. Hold on. Come on, Pokey Slow. today, thank you. Ooh. All right. Leaving out of Cleveland is around 260, Carol. So let me see what the difference would be. You gave me several. Let me go up. Canton or Cleveland? Akron, Canton, or Cleveland? Okay, so let's go back. We know how much that one is. See what it's going to run for Akron, Ohio. Okay, so leaving out of Cleveland is around 260. I'm looking up Akron now to see how much it would be. Hold on tight, Chica. My computer is slow this morning. What the hell? You don't want to go that route. Leaving out of Akron, $600 round trip. Nope. So we don't want to do that. And the last airport you gave me was Canton. Let's see what it is if you leave out of Canton. There isn't one. So you would have to go. Canton's not pulling up. They closed the damn airport? Let's do this. There's only Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Dayton. That's what I see. Michelle Taylor, good morning. So 260 if you leave out of Cleveland. And I don't know about the other. One of them was $600. That's crazy. Akron. And if I worked with it a little bit, Carol, I could get it down some, I'm sure. I mean, honestly, I could sit there and I mean, that's what I did. I booked a red eye flight for myself. Well, that's going to be your cheapest flight too, it looks like. Because if I go back to Cleveland, dates and everything's the same. Let's see. I'm going to check a search engine that I've used before many times. Let's see what's going on now. It's called Ladybug. That's ridiculous. Let's check this one out. Seriously, it's looking like, come on. I don't have time for that. This is. All right, Carol. So far the cheapest I found is 260. I'm looking at it a couple more places. Okay. Their rates are too high. See what Travelocity's got. I know that brand. I'm going to check Travelocity too, real quick. And then I can also check Frontier's prices because they're generally cheaper. Let's see. All right. Travelocity.com is running about $349 for a round trip, which ain't too bad. Um, Dagnabbit, this computer is so damn slow. This morning is terrible. So, all right. So, Carol, we can look further, but it's looking like anywhere from 200 to 300 round trip, which about 150 a piece. And then I did want to at least check Frontier's prices. It's not right. Let's see what they do. Mm-mm. Frontier's high on these flights. So, yeah. And I can't believe it. I don't know if it's got something to do with the weekend or the particular time you're trying to fly out or what it is. It could be the airport you're leaving from because in Two Fingers' case, it made a big difference. So, is there is there an airport that would be in a different state but about the same distance? Like, well, could be, or it could be good. That's awesome. It could be the fact that it's a weekend, but a lot of people they charge just as much during the week, really, because people travel for business during the week. So either way, they're gonna make their money. Holidays, Christmas, July the 4th, anytime that the family gets together, they're gonna charge higher rates. But April the 1st is only April Fool's Day. I cannot see it jacking the price of airplane tickets up. So, like, if Cleveland Airport is the one closest to you, I wonder if the next state closest to you might have a cheaper airport to fly out of. Because Ohio, that's just I've never seen prices with that high with Frontier ever. That's crazy. So you guys get back to me. We got two of y'all thinking about it, whichever one um, that wants to decide to go or not go. If you got the availability and you can figure it out, we'll see what we can do. And of course, just like with Glory B, we said we would help any way we could. So we're a family. We all have to stick together, but we also have to help each other. So that's the way that works. Red Cactus says no promises. I would hate to have an empty position when it was all said and done, but hopefully not. I hope somebody will plug it. All right. I'm fixing to go ahead and end. I wanted to get an update on Two Finger, but he's here. So, and everything's good. And we've been chit chatting for a while. So I'll go ahead and close the live out. I'm going to go out and smoke a cigarette anyway. And Red Cactus and Carol, y'all get back to me. And Carol, I could work on, I could get on the phone with you, but now that I know the dates and stuff, I could find you a cheaper flight. I'm sure I just have to look for it. Fry TV, we love you too. And we thank you for everything. Everything. Thank you for everything that you do. And because the first is next week, the 31st will be here for a week and blink. All right. All right, everybody, close up your conversations. Bye, y'all. I love all of y'all. Oh, that's fun. That should be your birthday present to yourself is to come spend the week with Patriots. What more could you want? Red Cactus, what more could you want? I think the best chat that I was in was one day Two Finger was doing his matchsticks. And as I came in, he was about to end the live, and we all convinced him finally to stay. And that wound up being the best live we had ever done. Yep. All right. So everybody let me know you Carol and Red Cactus, you guys get back to me. And Two Finger, I'm glad everybody's okay. If anybody hears anything about Silly for him, most of y'all have my phone number. So shoot me an email or a text or something and let me know that she's come out of it and she's doing good. Okay? Yep. Take care, everybody. We love y'all.